What's up guys, X-Hour Kiwis here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth squad battles analysis video. So I did a live squad battles game that you all seem to enjoy. However, a lot of people asked like why I did certain things where and what the best things to do and the best time to do them are. So I thought, you know what, I'll go out, I'll edit some of my videos and actual gameplay. I'll put them all into a video and I'll show you certain clips and certain situations of how everything works and when to do them. This took a lot more time and effort than I thought it would, which is why it's out a lot later than I thought it would be. However, I just hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope it helps you. And yeah, if you could of course drop a like on the video, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already, that would be very much appreciated. So the way that this video is going to work is I'm live at the minute. I'm going to show you what formation I use, the team I use, the player instructions and the custom tactics. Then it's going to go into post-com where I talk about how you gain the points. I'll also show this as well. I'll have it on the screen of how all the points work. And then I think it's the 8 different tips or 8 different factors that help me beat the AI. Like for example, there's fake shots, the stop and turn, how to keep possession, how to defend, etc. They'll all be in there with post-com there, me talking over game clips, showing you when to do it and how to do it. So that's how the video is going to be structured. I hope you enjoy it. So the formation that I use against squad battles is 4-1-2-1-2. I know a lot of people like to use wide formations, however, the amount of attacking runs that like the cam and the centre mids make, I enjoy, and I've just always used 4-1-2-1-2, which is what I like it the most. I'd always have the right striker that side and Neymar left striker because he's got a 5-star weak foot, so it should mean his left foot's as good as his right. So I'd always have him on the left side. For player instructions, always get him behind and press back line on the strikers. Stay forward on the cam. Stay back while attacking a man mark on the CDM, and then stay back while attacking on the fullbacks. The custom tactics that I'm using are currently these. I mess around with them a lot, to be honest. I don't think they do a lot, in my personal opinion. I always go for the same. I push the speed up a bit. Passing goes up, crossing goes down, shooting goes up, and pressure goes up. I also play offside trap, which a lot of people find weird. Just to let you all know, I don't think I talk about it in the post-com when I talk about the defending, but I do not use legacy defending. I never have done, and I've never actually, I don't even know what it does. I never have used it, I never will, because I've heard that it affects your online play, so I just wouldn't do it personally. If it helps you, fair enough, but if you can try and defend without it, I would highly recommend it. So yeah, that's the team that I use. Let's go get into the post-com where I'll show you the points and game clips. So as you can see here, this is how the point system work. Now before we get into it, I'd just like to specify that all of these things that I talk you through and the game clips that I show you are on Legendary. I know some people ask for Ultimate, but like pretty much 95% of the people that have asked me to do this video are trying to push towards top 100 or the next level, and to be honest, unless you're already hitting like top 100 every single week comfortably, then Ultimate's just too much of a step up. Even I don't bother playing Ultimate because it's just boring and it is hard. I can beat it of course, but it's just not worth the time or the effort in my opinion. So these are all on Legendary, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend Ultimate if you're not already top 100 caliber standard anyway. But yeah, to get into the point system, these are how you do everything. So to gain points, you get goals scored, shots on target, successful tackles, corners, clean sheet, pass accuracy, possession, and man of the match. To lose points, goals conceded, fouls, cards, and offside. So goals scored, you get 40 points per goal, and you can score a maximum of 5 goals. Well, I mean, you can score more than 5 goals, but the maximum that the points count for is 5 goals. So if you score 5 goals, you get 200 points. If you score 2 goals, you'd get, say, 80 points. Shots on target is 10 points for every shot on target. Again, up to 10, so you can get 100 points from them. Successful tackles, you get 1.4. Maximum of 20, so you can get 20 points off of them. Corners are 5 points each, which is that I actually thought they were 10 points. So that shocked me when I went and looked. Maximum of 10, so you can gain 50 points just from getting 10 corners. Clean sheet bonus, you get 75 points for. Pass accuracy, you get 1 point per pass accuracy. So, which most of the time you'd hit anyway. It's very rare that you're going to go below like a certain pass accuracy of like 70% at least. So that's an easy like 70 points for you there. Possession, again, you're always going to have at least like 40% possession, so that's easy points there. You get 1 point for possession, maximum of 80 points. And you get a man of the match bonus as well, which you get 15 points for, which again I didn't know. But if you win the game, then you're realistically going to get a man of the match. And to lose points, goals conceded is 20 points per goal. But remember that for conceding the first goal, you also lose your clean sheet bonus. So that would be 95 points lost straight away just by conceding one goal. After 4 goals, it doesn't matter. So you can lose a maximum of 80 points with the clean sheet bonus. So 155 points altogether if you concede 4 goals. Fouls are 5 points per foul, maximum of 4. So from fouls, you can only lose 20 points. Cards is 10 points per card, which is quite a lot. Only a maximum of 8, but realistically, when are you going to get 8 people booked? But yeah, that's quite a big one. So try not to get people booked. And then offside is just 1 per offside, maximum of 15 points. So yeah, offside, they're not really going to make a difference to you. But a lot of people ask me how the point system works. I've gone online, I've done some research, and this is exactly how everything works from what I've found out. So yeah, that's all I can give you on that. If you've got any questions, of course leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. But that's how the point system works. Let's go get into my gameplay clips. So the first one that I'm going to show you is going to be the stopping turn, also known as the Berber spin. To do this, all you do is you click the right stick on Xbox and the skill move stick on PlayStation. I'm not sure what it is. I'm guessing it's just the right stick as well. But I'm sure you all know what stick is used to do the skill moves on the PlayStation. I always use Xbox, so that's what I'm going to be using to talk you through these. But yeah, if you're on the Xbox, it's just the right stick, and you'd push it in. You just push it. You don't hold it. You just tap it like up or right in the direction that you're going, and then to left or right in the direction that you want to go. So as you can see here, I've got Messi in the arena because he's the GOAT, so why not choose him? All I'm going to do is I'm running a straight line forward, so I'm going to press up, and then I'm going to press right if I want to go right, and then of course I'll press up and then left if I want to go left. If you're running on the side, like if I'm running to the right like this, you're just going to press the right because that's the way you're running, and then up because I want to go towards the goal. And yeah, that's pretty much all you do. Of course, it's different in the arena to an actual game, as like the angles are different. But yeah, I've got a few clips of in-game that I'll show you now of how it works. So as we get into the first clip, you can see that I've just played a ball down the line, and this is the best time to do the stop and turn, when you and the defender are both sprinting in a straight line. As you can see, he's just sprinting next to me, so when I do the stop and turn, he's going to sprint straight past the ball, which is going to give me a lot of space to turn into. I could do a fake shot here, but Kaka's quite far away from the play. As you can see, I can't pass the ball to him here, so the stop and turn gives me time and opens up space for me to then be able to either shoot or play a pass. As you can see, as I was saying, the defender sprints straight past me, which is why you want to do it when he's in a row, and then play it, which gives me a lot of space, as you can see here. I actually try and play it into Kaka's feet, but the game decides that I'll play it behind the defender, which is actually quite fortunate, because as you can see, the defender there can't turn his body quick enough, which actually lets Kaka sprint onto it. But yeah, stop and turn, all you really need to do is just the straight down the line, cut inside, defender sprints away, and then either pass. If you're close to the goal, you can just finesse shot it in, or if you've got a player running in like that, you just pass it across, and then you can tap it in like that. As we get into the next clip, you can see that I've not really got a pass on. If I pass it to Neymar, it's going to get blocked by the centre back. if I pass it to Dino, it's going to get blocked by the midfielder. So I'll just wait for, you can see the midfielder sprinting towards me. I'll wait for a second and then just take it around him. Just a quick little dribble. I can see him coming towards me, so I just do a dribble to open space. Play the ball. As you can see, Dino again, the defender's running a straight line. I could shoot from there, but it's not a great angle on a left foot. So the defender's running straight. You can see that he's sprinting away. The other centre-back sprints away as well, and then I've got an easy finesse into the corner. So the best time is just when they're right next to you and you cut inside, and it opens up lovely for a finesse shot. So up next we have the scoop turn. To do this, you want to do like a normal fake shot, but instead of just doing a normal fake shot, you want to hold the shoot button instead of just tapping it. So you want to hold B and then tap A straight afterwards, and then of course you want to aim in the direction that you're going. So as you can see here, I've just got Messi in the arena, and all you want to do is you want to hold the LT button on the Xbox, or L2 on the PlayStation I'm guessing, and you want to do like a normal fake shot like you would there, but instead of just tapping the X, you want to hold the X and then the A and push it in the direction that you want to go. So because I'm on like a left angle, if I wanted to go to the right, like top right, you just push the analog stick that way, so like in the top right, and then hold the X and then press A on it at the same time. So again, I'll do exactly the same, but I want to go left this time, so I'll hold the left analog stick up and left, so like diagonally left, and then hold A for a bit and then just tap A afterwards. So like a normal fake shot, but instead of just tapping X and A, so you do that, you hold X and then A, so you scoop turn again. Again, if you want to just, that's to go to like a side. So like if you're with your back to goal here, I don't know if it'll do it or not in the arena, so just stood still. If I want to go backwards, then again I'll just go top left because I want to go back left. If I wanted to go back right this time, I'd hold it down and right and spin backwards. So usually you'll have the back against your defender like this, so you'd spin either back left or back right to go that direction, and then you just do the fake shot that way. It works left and right as well. If you want to just go right, just do the same right, and if you want to just go left, do the same left. This usually only works well if you're in a standing still position. It does still work if you're running, but only really with a 5-star skiller. So yeah, if we now get into a couple of clips. So as we get into this first clip, you can see that I'm about to play the ball into Mbappe, who's got his back to goal, and I've not really got anything at all on from here. I could try and play it into the middle, but he's probably going to get tackled by the centre back. I could try and lay it back to the person running in, but he's marked by 2 players, so I can't shoot. So the easiest way around is to just scoop turn to a side, which opens a lot of space. It's definitely best to do this when a defender's close up, because when you turn them, they can't get their feet out quick enough to put a tackle in, and of course it opens up a lot of space. So and then I go for the low driven. He hits the post, I score the rebound, but yeah, that's irrelevant anyway. It's all about the actual scoop turn that gets past in the first place. You can see his back's right onto me, so I know that he's not going to tackle me if I scoop turn him. Right tight, when I scoop turn to a side, you can see the left back running as well, which opens the space to me, which gives me a shot. Just run straight into the space because the left back's cut across. The centre back was so tight to me, he couldn't stick a foot on or move position to get into me quick enough. And yeah, of course, it's a low driven after that, and it's just a tap in. But the left back sprinting across, you can see him there, and just go into the space. If I turn right, I'll just get tackled by a player, and the space is to the left. As we see in this clip here, you don't always have to do it with your back to goal. That's definitely the best time to do it when your back's against goal. But you can see, because I'm with Neymar, who's a 5-star skiller, it's a lot quicker to perform. And again, I've got nothing on there. If I shoot, it's going to get blocked. If I try and pass it, it's going to get blocked. So the best way to create space, you can see the space between the left centre back and the left back. So I just scoop turn into that space. The defender, usually on a scoop turn, doesn't stick a foot in. So you can see, even though I'm near the defender, they don't stick a foot in a lot. So I just scoop turn into the space, which gives me a great chance to then run onto Neymar's right foot and then end up putting in a low driven. But you can see the defender just stands still. He pretty much lets me do it because the defenders, for some reason, don't seem to put a tackle in. and there you can see now I've got so much space, just an easy low driven into the bottom corner, and you can finish it. So into the third and final clip. Again, we're not near the goal, but I could play it backwards, but I mean, do I really want to play it back? If I play it back there, he's just going to be like 3-on-1 with the defender's favour. So I can see a lot of space to my right hand side. If I go left, you've got the left mid and the left back there, so there's not much space there. But if I turn this side, you can see that I've got a lot of space to turn into. Defender's tight to me again. Always do it when the defender's tight to you. You can see that I've absolutely rinsed him. The other centre-back's already running to where the centre-back here. You can see him running across here. So when I turn him into the space, he continues running, which then just allows me to sprint straight into the space and then get a shot on goal. So the next thing is corners and shots on target. I've decided to put these together because usually to get the corners, I get a shot on target at the same time. Like I just shoot near post and then hope that the keeper palms it out for a corner. So as we get into the first clip, you can see that I've got nothing on here. I'm not really going for goals, so instead of cutting it back inside, I just decided to run straight down the wing. I could have shot there. I cut inside to get a better angle, and if I did want to try and score, I'd just curl that back post. But because of course I'm only going for shots on target, you can see that I aim towards the near post. Always towards the near post. You can see that the shot has gone on target and Courtois saves it and he taps it wide, which is exactly what you want to happen. He just gets the palm to it. Sometimes they do catch it, or it does fly in the top corner, but most of the time they will palm it wide like that. Even if they're at the near post and they stand still, they usually palm it wide. So as you can see here, I get the corner from that, and all you want to do is you want to press LT so the player comes short, and then you just pass it to them short and you run across the byline. As you can see, running right across the line, and the defender tackles you out of play. Of course, sometimes you can get unlucky ricochets, things like that, or they just choose to not tackle you at all. But yeah, you also want to be right near the byline, because as you can see here, I'm not right on the byline, so he tackles me and he still has time to run back, get the ball and then tackle me with keeping it in play. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're right on the byline, so when they do tackle you, there's a little bit enough space so it can go out of play. In this next clip again, I take a 1-2, I've got no reason to shoot. I could try a low driven across goal there. Again, could shoot there. It will probably get blocked though, and then it's just down to luck whether it goes out for a corner or not. So I do the fake shot, and then I shoot near post. As you can see, the keeper's already there, so he could catch that, but usually the keepers on this game choose to palm it instead, and he palms it out of play for a corner again. So there's no need to shoot across goal to try and score again or something. If you've already got 5 goals, you want to just try and aim to get all the corners. And yeah, if it's like this and you press LT, if they make a sub, it doesn't actually pull your player short straight away. So all you have to do again is hold LT and your player will run short. You'll get a player follow him, and yeah, you just do exactly the same over again. The player will always follow him from a short corner. Even if he doesn't for some reason, just keep walking towards the byline and eventually someone will run out to you. As I said, sometimes you can get unlucky ricochets like that. And oh, it actually did go out for a corner. I thought it went out for a goal kick. But yeah, if they're not right next to you, you can always, like this clip here, run in towards the defender. Like if they're not tackling you on the byline, you can run into the defender and they'll tackle you like that. So as you can see, next up we have the fake shot stop, which is definitely my most used way of scoring goals against the AI. You use it just by doing as you do a normal fake shot. Instead of that, you just hold the B for like an extra second and then tap A so he just stops it still. You can practice it in the arena, just sprint down the line and then hold B and press A and he should stop with it. So yeah, you use it pretty much exactly the same way that you would use a stop and turn as you saw earlier in the video, apart from the stop and turn you need a bit more space for. This fake shot is perfect when you've not got a lot of space. So as you can see, I'm running clean through with Dino here. Let's be fair, I probably should go for a low driven. He's going to score really, but I know that with a fake shot I can get a better angle. As you can see, like the stop and turn, the defender's running next to me. and I just do the stop there and the defender sprints away, and it gets me a much better angle for a finesse low driven. Yeah, so like the stop and turn, he's just running straight towards me. You can see that I play Dino through here. As I said, could do a low driven, but I know that if I do a stop and turn here, I'm going to get a lot more space, and a finesse low driven from there I hardly ever miss. Of course, a low driven's just double tap B, but hold B like you would to finesse it at the same time. Here you can see that I've played a ball down the line and I've got no one to pass to. Can't shoot, can't cross. If I do a stop and turn, the defender's so close to me that he'll tackle me. So just a nice little fake shot here. The defender will run past and that opens up space really nicely. I've not really got a lot on here, so I just hammer it into the box, hope for the best. I see Dino making a little run, so I just hammer it in, hopefully he can get it and then score. I would definitely recommend trying to perfect this one, as this one will give you a lot more goals against the AI. Up next we have defending, which of course is a massive part of the game. If you can't defend, you're obviously going to struggle to win games and definitely keep the clean sheets. There's two ways of defending, which is manually defending and AI defending. In my opinion, the AI defending works a lot better than manual against squad battles. Of course, online is different with the way that people play. But in this first clip, as you can see, all I'm doing is AI defending. You can't see my marker, but I do not switch off a Neymar once. You can see him just keep sprinting around. Squad battles don't seem to play the passes too quickly or too efficiently in most games. Of course, you get some games where they just play unbelievable. But most games, if you run around with an AI, they tend to like rush the play and just play it to somebody that's already marked or something. So yeah, just letting the AI do a lot of work for you works really well. And then you see I just blocked the ball and then played it out, and I just sprinted with Neymar that whole time. You want to do it with like your cams or your strikers, sometimes your CDM, but you don't really want to rush them out of position. Whereas in this clip I manually defend. As you can see here, he's got a player free in space. If I sprint back with a CDM, I'm not going to get back there in time. And if I sprint out with a centre back, then I'm going to open up. So I can see that he's playing ball to the right wing, and I quickly switch to Alba. You can see that his back's turned to him. I quickly switch to him. His touch takes it straight into Alba's path, and I can take it off him. So again, from here, if I control a CDM, I'm not going to get to him in time. If I control Nacho Fernandez, he can play it to his other striker, and there's loads of space. AI in this situation usually pass it out wide a lot, and I know that Alba's in a good position. So I wait for him to pass the ball, just getting ready to switch to Alba. When he does play the ball, you can see that I'm now about to switch to him. I switch to him there, he turns his body, and then I can just play it out. So the next important thing is possession. Of course, we've all been in the lead, trying to hold on to possession. We can't, we lose it, and then we concede, which gives us less points thanks to the goals conceded and no clean sheet bonus. Now, there's three different ways that I like to keep possession. The first one, as you're about to see here, is you just run down the line all the way to the corner flag. You can see that I've got the ball with, it's usually the right or left back. You can see all I do is just turn back. You can do the stop and turn, or you can just like do a fake shot back or something, anywhere to get a bit of space, and then you just walk backwards down the line towards your own goal, and they do not stick a foot in. You can see here he's not even tracking me, so I just stop, wait for him to come, and then even when they start chasing you here, they'll just trace behind you but won't actually put a tackle in. Now, you can do this all the way back to your own goal. However, if you do that, the opposition team tend to go high press, which can make it hard to get out. So as you saw there, I usually just switch it to my left back or right back, whichever side I'm on, and then do exactly the same. You can see there, just a fake shot back again, run down the line, and then you can just either pass it to your centre back who will be in space, or you can try and switch it to your right back again. Now, the second clip that I'm about to show you is pretty much the same. Again, you want to get an attacking player this time though. Run to the corner, and this time you cut back and then just sort of sprint it across the edge of their box. Like, I'm not sure why, but as you can see here during this clip, when you sprint across the edge of their box, people tend to move towards you but don't actually put a tackle in. You can see that I've done like a whole run around the box from corner to corner, around the box without anyone tackling me. I cut back, I do exactly the same again. As you can see, just run around the box, and I don't know why it works, but people just don't seem to run out and attempt to put a tackle in, which is always nice. But yeah, that's the second one that I use. And of course, the third one, oh no, we're still on the second one for some reason. Give it a second, I'm sure we'll skip to the next clip. Are we going to skip to the next clip? This is post-com obviously, so I haven't actually seen it. So I do genuinely hope that we skip to the next clip. Here we go. Sorry about that. But as you can see, the final one is just to keep possession. As you can see, I've sped it up a little bit, but all I'm doing is just passing it about. Just passing to the people that are free. Usually around the centre backs. The further up the field you get, of course, the more midfielders and defenders there are. Playing it around the back can be a little bit risky, but you can see that all my players are free. So it's just quick passing. Like, the AI doesn't seem to quickly run and try and intercept it too well, to be honest. So you can just pass it around for as long as you want. You can see there my other centre back was blocked, so I just cut inside into the space and then just pass it back again, and from there I can reset back to the centre backs. Now the centre mid's free. I could have gone back to the centre back there, which I should have done. My player that I passed to there was marked a little bit, but again, as we just keep playing, we just keep getting possession, and then if you need to, you can then run forward to get the shots on target and corners, etc. So yeah, they're my three methods that I use of keeping possession. So the next one that we're going to look at is going to be overlapping runs / 1-2s. This is really important because with the 4-1-2-1-2 that I play, the amount of through balls and stuff that I play is huge. So as you can see here, we've got the ball with Neymar, and all we do, we just pass it into Mbappe because Dino's making a run. However, a ball to Dino now would get blocked by the centre back. So I pass it to Mbappe and then I wait a second. You can see that if I was to pass it here, where he first touches the ball, the centre back is running across in front of Dino and he would block it. You can see him covering the run. So all I do is I wait a second, and you can see that the defender has now turned his body, so he's not marking Dino anymore, and he's rather running to me, which gives me time to play the ball. As you can see, his defender's sprinted out, and that gives me a chance to go through with Dino, and of course it's a low driven shot. But again, there's no point in passing it to Dino, as he's marked, and Bakayoko or the centre back would intercept it. So all I do is just pass it into Mbappe, wait for the run. Don't rush the play, there's no need to rush it. If I did rush, the centre back would block it. So I just wait for the run and then play a through ball through, because you can see the defender's not at the right angle to block it, and then I can just run through and then tap it in. The next clip that I'm going to show you is with a 1-2. It's with the LB pass. So once you press a LB and A, and your striker makes a run like this, you can see Mbappe passes the ball and then he sprints into it. I see the defender lunging towards me, so I know that I can play it past him and my player will be in. Again, wait for the pass, don't rush it. If I pass it early there, it could get blocked by the centre back. So I wait. I actually wait a little bit too long in this clip, to be honest. But still, you just wait for the pass. You can see the defender's never going to get it now. So then I play the ball. He's in loads of space. And a first time finish, because if I take a touch, the defender might get in the way and block it. So yeah, two very important runs there. Just make sure you watch the midfield runs. So as we get into the final, and let's be honest, the least important one of the things that I've talked about is the free kicks, both attacking and defending. You don't get them often, but the amount of goals that you can concede from dodgy free kicks and corners are ridiculous. But as you can see, we've got an attacking free kick here, and like, you should score from this position every single time. Anywhere around a shooting opportunity in the goal, quite close to it, should be a goal. Because all you do is you press LT to call the first person over, press RT to call the second person over, and then do a fake shot with the first person. He runs over the ball. As soon as he runs over the ball, just tap A. However far away he's running is how hard you want to press A. But all you got to do is just tap A. As soon as he reaches the ball, just press A, and he runs perfectly through. The defenders don't mark or don't track the run, and he can run straight through. If you want a better tutorial of how to do this free kick, #Harry's done one on his channel. But yeah, once you perfect it, there's just, as you can see, no one marks and he runs clean through, and then you can just do a low driven after that. No one runs out of the wall or tries stopping a run, and yeah, just should be a goal pretty much every single time when you've got a free kick around that area. You want a left footer on the left side or right footer on the right side, but other than that, it should work pretty much every time. As you can see, a left footer because he runs onto his left side, which is why you want him. And defending free kicks, all you've got to do is you want to control the person, well, control a tall person, put him at the front of their near post player, and just stand there ready to head it out. They always, from free kicks, cross it near post. As you can see, straight to the person near post where I'm controlling Nacho Fernandez and can just header it straight out. Corners work a little bit differently, that's a bit just random, but free kicks, they always cross it to the near post person, so just make sure you get a player there and you header it out. So those are the main tips and the main techniques that I would use in a squad battles game against Legendary that helps me get top 100. Well, top 20 on Xbox, but I've heard that on different consoles and that it's not the case. I honestly really do hope that you can learn stuff from this video and it can help you improve. It really does give me a good feeling when I get messages of people saying that you've really helped me improve and I'm doing a lot better now, I'm getting near top 100, etc. It's a good feeling to know that my videos are actually helping people out there. So of course, it's a new video on my channel. I hope it came out okay. I've changed it a few times here and there. As I said, I hope that it's come out well. If you could, of course, let me know how it went in the comments down below, then that would be great. If you could, of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, then that would very much be appreciated. But that's going to be the end of the video for me, guys. Thank you for watching.